In this video, I will show you all the different fees when leverage trading on the platform xt.com. We will look at what fees there are, how high they are. I will show you some examples and a comparison to other exchanges. If you want to get the best sign-up bonus possible on xt.com, you simply have to go down to the video description, click on the link, and you will get to exactly this page right here. And then you will get a 20% discount on all trading fees forever. All right, so let's jump right into the fees. We take a look at here the futures fees. You can see, first of all, there is a maker fee, which stands at 0.04%. Maker fee means that you always have to pay that fee when using a limit order. So in your trading, if you choose right here a limit order, you can set a certain price at which you want the order to be executed. For example, if we say at $40,000, if the price then goes down to that certain price right here, then you will execute a limit order and then you will have that maker fee of 0.02%. Then there's also the so-called taker fee, which is a little bit higher and stands at 0.06%. Taker fee means that you always have to pay that fee when using a market order. So if instead of choosing a limit order right here, you choose a market order, then you cannot set any price because the market order will be executed immediately at the current market price. So the downside to that is of course that the fee is a little bit higher, but the good thing about it, and I mostly actually use a market order still, because you will have a guaranteed execution immediately at the current market price. So if you just quickly want to enter a position, this is still the way to go. Let's take a look at this comparison to other exchanges. You can see xt.com stands right here with a 0.04% maker fee and a 0.06% taker fee that we have discussed. I also calculated an average for you, which stands at 0.05%. And for example, if you want to open a $10,000 position, we would have to pay a $5 fee for that. So as you can see, compared to other exchanges, xt.com is a little bit more expensive than some others. You can see here, most of them, they are a little bit cheaper, but still it's not really that big of a difference if you look at it. And I always also mention that 0.05% is still a pretty low fee. If you think about it, the Bitcoin price, can move up a few percent up or down within a day. So still 0.05% doesn't really make that big of a difference. For example, if you open a $10,000 long position and the price only moves up 1%, you would make $100 of profit. So compared to that, $5 of course isn't really that much. The other and last fee that you also keep in mind is the so-called funding fee, which you can always see up here. You can see a rate right here and a countdown. Let's first talk about this rate. This can either be positive or negative. If it is a positive value right here, this means you will have to pay that as a long position and you will actually receive that amount as a short position. On the other hand, if this is a negative value right here, you would have to pay it as a short position and you would actually receive that amount as a long position. It's also important to know that this only applies to you if you have a position opened exactly when this timer right here reaches 0. So for example, if I open a position before that timer reaches 0 and I close it before it reaches 0, or I just open a position after that, it doesn't really matter at all to me. This is only basically just a shift between long and short positions that the majority pays the minority, depending on the current market conditions and how many people are currently going long or short. Also, the cycle right here has an interval of 8 hours. So if it goes to 0, it just starts at 8 hours again. And this funding rate, of course, can change over time, but I can definitely tell you it's most of the time really, really low at 0.01%. Is really, really small. Don't forget to create an account on xt.com by using a link down from the video description to get the best sign-up bonus possible with 20% discount on all trading fees forever. If you need more tutorials on xt.com, you can find many more tutorials on my channel. If you have any other questions, always feel free to ask them in the comments.